I really want to like Dr. Mike on YouTube, but he really has some fat-phobic tendencies.
Dr. Mike is such a nice guy in this video. I felt he could use a little anger translation.
You gotta be so good that they can't ignore you, especially the ones that ain't done shit for you. Yeah, you know exactly what I mean. They stab you in the back and then they ask why you're bleeding. I don't trust words, I trust actions. I don't care what you heard, I'm not slacking.
My name is Alan Roberts, and this is Every Damn Day Fitness. Thank you for tuning in, and please share this video with everybody you can. Also, check out the description box below for this month's special for Damn Collective Coaching. If you have a disordered relationship with food, my wife, myself, and our team are in daily contact with people via our app. We have weekly video conference calls with them. We help them change their lifestyle bit by bit to a healthier one. So if a person's morbidly obese or underweight, we help them modify their lifestyle to get to a healthier weight and maintain it through healthy eating habits, healthy accountability skills, those sorts of things. Even if the person of a more normalized weight, but they have a disordered relationship with food, we help those people too. Check that out. Also, check out the link below for the Damn Cruise. That's where my wife, myself, Boogie2988, Obese to Beast, the Swole Fester, and many others are going to go to Haiti, Jamaica, and the Cayman Islands from May 30th of 2021 through July 5th of 2021. We're going to have an open mic night. There's going to be so much fun. Yoga on the beach in Haiti. You should check that out. Rooms get held for $100 a person, and you can pay them off for the course of the year. Going to be a great fucking time of fitness, fun, and fuckery. It's going to be amazing. I was sent this video by Dr. Mike Fatphobia, and I'm sorry if I got your name wrong. It is not meant to be insulting. It's a complicated last fucking name, and I speak very fucking weird, obviously. But I was sent his video this morning, and he was rebutting accusations on a Reddit post of him being fat phobic and fat shaming and everything like that. And this motherfucker got accused of some of the very same things that I get accused of all the time. Some of the same arguments that I thought he did a tremendously incredible job of answering in an extremely polite way. So I just thought the whole video begged for an anger translation. So here we go.
I have to respond to this, as well as many of these comments. Let's get into it.
If you think your doctor weighing you every 6 months is fat phobic or fat shaming, buckle the fuck up. This is gonna be a little rough on your fucking ass.
Honestly, I was really disheartened, disappointed when I read this post. I'm not one usually to get upset when I read controversial posts about something that I've said, but this one touched me.
Yeah, he's responding because your fucking delusional asses got nowhere even close to fucking reality.
You know, I have a lot of patients who are overweight and obese, who are struggling to lose weight, know that they need to for their health.
Fat acceptance people, you know the people he's talking about. The other obese people that realize that if they can't bend down to tie their shoes comfortably, it might mean that there might be a fucking health problem. You know who they are. You normally shame the fuck out of them for wanting to get healthy.
Because they don't want to die young. They don't want to have a heart attack at age 40 or a stroke at age 50. They want to live long, fruitful lives.
They don't want to have their feet chopped off from diabetes. They don't want to develop necrotizing fasciitis in between their skin folds. You know, people that want to live a long, happy, healthy fucking life. People that don't want to end up morbidly obese or stay morbidly obese.
And it's my job as a physician to help them do that. That doesn't make me fat phobic.
A doctor pointing out proven medical fact that being obese does in fact shorten your life and make the rest of your life more painful is not fat phobic, you dumb fucks.
I'm against fat shaming wholeheartedly. I've said it on Phil DeFranco's podcast last year that fat shaming is a form of destructive criticism.
Not to be mistaken for stating very plain, obvious visual facts when somebody is morbidly obese and therefore unhealthy.
That only works to break someone down instead of building them up. As a physician, my job is to help a patient get from point A to a healthy point B.
In this scenario, point A is weighing so much that you're considered obese or morbidly obese or even more. Point B is weighing less than that to the point where you can be considered a normalized weight without being underweight.
In fact, I want to go through this post line by line and really take it apart so we can figure out what's what.
Buckle up, motherfuckers, and if you're somebody that asterisks out one of the letters in obesity, you might want to hold on to your fucking glitter.
He's actually a fan of intermittent fasting, which is unbelievable to me considering he's a medical professional. I frankly don't understand this critique. I like intermittent fasting for myself. Never did I say it's something I recommend to all my patients or as a piece of universal nutrition advice.
People are so fucking stupid. For the sake of argument, everybody actually intermittent fasts in some fucking way. If you sleep and don't eat for an extended fucking period of time, guess what? That's called intermittent fasting because there is a time when you are fucking fasting, you dumb, stupid fucks. But for you to criticize a doctor on intermittent fasting without actually realizing that it is not when you eat shit, it is how much shit you fucking eat, is ridiculously stupid and insulting to this man's fucking profession.
Universal nutrition advice doesn't even exist. If you've seen any of my videos, I said that time and time again.
God damn right, motherfucker. This motherfucker is awesome. Of course universal nutrition advice doesn't exist. People start at different weights. People are different heights. People are different nationalities. People have had different upbringings. People have different mental hangups on food. Universal nutrition advice does not fucking exist. That's why an individual, that's why you should listen to your doctor or, I don't know, a nutritionist that doesn't actually believe that you could intuitively eat your way to health. Stupid ass motherfuckers.
In his most recent video, he talked about gastric bypass surgery being good for long-term weight loss. Yeah, evidence shows that gastric bypass, for those who are morbidly obese, has better long-term outcomes than dieting or just medical treatment with medications. That being said, it's not the only solution. It's not the right solution for everybody. And there's also different types of bariatric surgery.
In the first 2 fucking sentences, the poster has completely dismissed 2 very viable options of reducing a person's caloric intake to the point where they can get to a healthier homeostasis weight in intermittent fasting and bariatric surgery. And I personally used to be very against bariatric surgery until I talked to people that had bariatric surgery, and I talked to bariatric surgeons, and I realized that for some people, it is the life-saving measure they need to buy themselves some time to then deal with their issues with food to try not to regain the weight, but they are out of fucking time. So is it for everybody? No. But is it for nobody? Absolutely not. I thought you motherfuckers gave a shit about people. I thought you actually gave a fuck about everybody's life. Everybody's worthy. You fuckers are so fucking hypocritical. If everybody was worthy, even the people that want to lose weight would be fucking worthy.
There's many options and you have to discuss them with your doctor to find out what's right for you. But just poo-pooing the entire industry is wrong as well.
Poo-pooing an entire industry. Holy shit, is he like the most wholesome motherfucker ever?
Because not only does bariatric surgery help you lose weight, but it also gives you better control of your cholesterol, better control of your blood sugars, so much so that in patients who've had bariatric surgery, we've put their diabetes into remission.
Yeah, scoreboard, motherfuckers. Some people that need to get bariatric surgery, that do, then have their diabetes go into remission and they live longer, happier, healthier lives, you know, with all their feet, toes, and shit like that. Other people that should get bariatric surgery don't, and then they die of obesity.
And in general, he's talked about obesity and watching what you eat. I mean, I've definitely talked about obesity. It's well proven that if your BMI falls under the obese or morbidly obese range, you're facing extra risks to your life. You are gonna have more illness, you're gonna have a lower quality of life, and frankly, a shorter life.
Oh, the shit that every hashtag fat activist doesn't want to fucking hear. How could he possibly know what the fuck he's talking about just because he went to school his almost entire adult life to learn about the fucking human body and medicine and state these things to you? What the fuck does he know? Your fat activist, I'm sure, knows better
than someone who is not obese. Does that mean that it will be true all the time? No. These are risk scores. These are averages.
It is called critical thinking. In today's world, it's a fucking superpower.
Also, many people are quick to point out that the BMI scale is super flawed.
Yes, the flaws in individually basing BMI are often pointed out by people who those flaws don't even fucking come close to applying to.
It's not a perfect system. And the BMI number alone should never be used as a sole indicator of someone's health.
Waist to height ratio, sit to stand check, a stress test, so many other fucking things are also fucking used, but as a fucking newsflash, if you can't see your toes, there's a huge fucking chance you are not fucking healthy.
Remember, we don't treat lab values, we don't treat numbers, we treat patients. So you look at the BMI number and then look at your patient. So if I see a very strong gentleman in front of me with big muscles and a six-pack and his BMI falls under the obese category, no, I'm not gonna think he faces serious health effects because his BMI number is high.
And even then, that has limits because somebody can have too much muscle in their frame. However, for the majority of people that point out that BMI is just not even accurate, you motherfuckers don't even come close to applying.
He's done videos where he's tried certain fad diets for 30 days, but I've never watched them, so I don't know where he stands on keto, for instance.
All right, I'm stepping ahead of Dr. Mike on this one because what the fuck is wrong with you? He's got a bunch of videos I haven't watched, but I don't even know what he says about this thing, but what is his stance on this? You haven't even fucking watched them. Why are you even fucking bringing it up? If you have no fucking idea what he fucking said, why the fuck are you even bringing it up? For all you fucking know, he could be like, I tried this diet, it was fucking horrible, it just proves that this fucking shit doesn't work. But you didn't watch him, you don't fucking know, and you're judging this motherfucker anyway. Who the fuck are you?
I mean, I would love for you to have watched them. Because in my videos that have covered Whole30, keto, intermittent fasting, even vegan, I've done these for 30 days simply to show how they affected my body, but I also talked about the science, what we know, what we don't know.
So in other words, the videos you're judging him on, even though you haven't watched, he was doing to try to fucking educate you. Something you sound like you desperately fucking need.
Because honestly, the field of nutritional science is an absolute mess. There's way more that we don't know than we do know.
My motherfucker, abso-fucking-lutely.
And I think understanding this level of humility is a first step for many experts, whether you're a registered dietitian or physician.
Holy shit, it's more of this thing that barely fucking exists in 2020 called logic and deductive reasoning.
Anyway, it just goes to show that even doctors can still learn a lot in their own fields. Facts. I agree. This is the one sentence of this post that I completely agree with.
The incredible fucking contrast of this exceedingly polite man, doctor, talking about how, yes, of course, I have much more to learn, when talking about such an ignorant, stupid, ridiculous post that is devoid of fact, logic, and reasoning is fucking amazing. He's like the most exceedingly sweet person in the fucking world.
Being in medicine is a field where you're gonna learn for the rest of your life. In fact, there's a reason why we have to retake our boards. We have to continually have updated education because guidelines change. In fact, that's what makes medicine special for me. That's why I fell in love with the field. You constantly are learning, you're curious, you wanna know the most up-to-date information.
As a newsflash for the writer of the post, that information normally just keeps compiling that being obese fucking kills you, that being morbidly obese shortens your fucking life, that being morbidly or super obese makes it so you can barely fucking breathe when you fucking sleep from sleep apnea. As a fucking newsflash, while we are always still learning about medicine, the shit we learn normally points more and more and more towards obesity fucking kills you.
Now let's take a look at some of the most upvoted comments. I felt the same way too. I love all of his videos on other areas of science, but I take his health and nutrition videos with a grain of salt. Don't forget that much of the research within medicine comes from a fat-phobic stance, so I feel it can be difficult for medical professionals to move away from that.
Statistics, facts, numbers do not come from a fat-phobic stance. All of these things, all of these observations of literally statistics, facts, and numbers do not come from a fat-phobic stance. There is no such thing as a fat-phobic stance for math. Math does not have a fat-phobic stance, you dumb fuck.
I don't understand what fat-phobic, how it's being used in this given example.
I got you, Dr. Mike. I'll educate you. You see, fat phobia, fat-phobic, all that bullshit is used by the user almost 100% of the fucking time in order to shut a motherfucker up. You see, you say something that hurts their fee-fees, they say, well, you're fat-phobic in an effort to try to get you to back off. Wait till they start accusing you of being racist because fat phobia is born and bred in racism. It's fucking stupid. It's so fucking moronic. But fat phobia and fat phobic is used by these folks in order to try to shut somebody up that tells them something that they deep down know is true, but they just don't want to admit to themselves. That's how it's being used.
You know, many years ago, we sort of viewed those who were overweight as perhaps people who wanted to be overweight, who didn't care that they were overweight. That may have been true for a small portion of people, but there's individuals who have medical conditions that make them more susceptible to being overweight. And we have to address those in the medical community. So it's not about being fat phobic. It's not about fat shaming people. It's about addressing true health risks in a constructive way to help people become the healthiest version of themselves.
Yes, motherfucker. Yes, yes. Hypothyroidism, PCOS, many other conditions, some medication interactions, all these things can make it much, much, much more difficult for some people to maintain a healthier homeostasis weight. Absolutely. Some people gain weight very fucking easily due to hypothyroidism, due to other issues like PCOS. Many fucking people do. It is a real fucking thing. However, that doesn't mean it is impossible for damn near any fucking body, which is why you should talk to your fucking doctor about it and actually let them fucking weigh you, dumbass motherfuckers. But holy fuck, yes, abso-fucking-lutely. It is about getting a person to the healthiest version that they can fucking be so they can live the longest, happiest, healthiest life that they can fucking have.
Being overweight is not just a problem for heart attack, stroke risk, it's a problem for your entire health. Cancer risk, sleep, happiness, everything suffers when disease goes up.
In my head, I just hugged that man very hard, and I even played with his hair a little bit. That's how fucking awesome that was.
Most doctors also believe that obesity is a disease and that BMI is a good predictor of health. Sadly, most medical professionals are living in diet culture and fat phobia as much as the rest of the population. It's wild that doctors tell patients to lose weight when diets have a 95% failure rate and often leave people in worse shape than when they started. Can you imagine if doctors prescribed any other treatment or medication with 95% chance of failure? This is a good point to talk about.
Oh, the 95% thing. It's so stupid on so many fucking levels. And here's why. Even if it is factually, statistically true, which I have yet to see anybody show me that it's statistically true at fucking all, it would just mean that to escape a life of supermorbid obesity, to escape a life of possible diabetes, chronic illness, heart disease, sleep apnea, cancers, all sorts of things that come along factually, with being morbidly obese or supermorbidly obese, all you would have to do is try 20 fucking different diets and one would stick. That's the fucking percentages. So even if it took you 20 fucking years of trying a different diet each fucking year, you would have one, it would fucking work, and it would save your fucking life. Don't be fucking stupid. However, I'm gonna say that diets don't work at all. You need to change your whole fucking lifestyle because you can't go from eating an extra large pizza every fucking night to eating broccoli and chicken and then go back to eating an extra large pizza after you've lost all the fucking weight because a diet is a temporary fucking thing and not expect to gain the fucking weight back, you dumb fucks.
When we prescribe a diet plan or a nutrition plan, the reason that it fails is because adherence is low. Changing someone's behavior is quite difficult, and we haven't mastered that art as physicians.
Speaking as somebody that coaches almost exclusively people that have problems with eating and disordered eating, it is not mastered by fucking anybody, not a doctor, not me, not a psychiatrist, not a psychologist. However, that is why you should take every fucking approach. Go to a doctor to find out if you're healthy enough to get physical activity in your life, if you're healthy enough to start on some sort of regimen that can get you fucking healthier. Find out if you need to be on medication for anything like hypothyroidism or PCOS or any other fucking variety of thing. Find out from a dietitian what you should possibly be eating, not one that tells you just eat whatever you want intuitively, because those people are fucking crazy. Go to a real dietitian that tells you, that shows you, here is what you should possibly be eating to fuel your body, to make sure you have enough micro and macronutrients. Go to a fucking counselor to find out why you have to eat a fucking extra large pizza every other fucking day. And find some fucking coaching that will help you learn the behaviors and the habits you need to be able to minimize the cravings and minimize the possibility of you putting yourself in poor situations. Try to help you construct a healthy fucking lifestyle. I'm not going to use this entire man's video because it should stand on its own. It is going to be linked below. You should watch the whole fucking thing because he gives fabulous fucking advice on this fucking topic. To the people that accuse this motherfucker, this most wholesome motherfucker I think I've seen on fucking YouTube, of being fat phobic and in any way having any type of mean thought or derogatory thought towards any fucking body, fuck you very fucking much, you dumbass motherfuckers. That's just my 2 cents matter. My name's Alan Roberts. You can hit me up on Instagram at Alan Roberts ADDF. You can hit me up on Twitter at Everybody Fitness. I'm also on Facebook at Everybody Fitness. And I'm on the internet at damncollective.com. God damn.